Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be sharing or discussing a very important topic titled 4 Levels of Value. Back when I was still working as a volunteer in a particular organization, I felt I was loved but not respected. And I couldn't blame them because respect is earned. Love, you can easily love anybody, but not necessarily respect everyone. Even the Bible doesn't say respect everybody, it says love everybody. So I don't blame anyone for not respecting me. I just, after listening to Myron Golden, I just came to the conclusion that you are only respected to the level of value that you contribute, that you provide. You are respected because of the value that you provide. So at that particular time, I was not really providing a substantial amount of value to, I was not really adding so much value to the best of my knowledge, I was not really adding so much value to the organization. So I was being loved, but not necessarily respected. So, and I knew this particular other friend of mine, not comparable, he was respected. Like, he comes in and you're like, okay, it's fine. In my mind, I was like, I'm just gonna be content. At that particular time, I wasn't really seeing that anything, but I knew it was being respected. I was not envious. I was only trying to figure out how more can I be valuable, how well can I contribute, what more can I contribute to this particular department or organization. So, in whatever level of value that you are in, trust me, you can go higher. There's always a room for improvement. So the least level of value, so all categories of value are put under these 4 umbrellas. We have the least value, that is the implementation level of value. The next is unification level of value. The second is the communication level of value, and then the third is the imagination level of value. Something I like about this categorization is the fact that almost all humans, virtually all humans, all starts from the least level of value. You start from the implementation to the unification, then you grow, you get to the communication, then you end up with the imagination set of people. You've probably heard this phrase, ideas move the world. That is why imagination is definitely our highest level of value. Almost everything that we see, almost every experience that we encounter, that we experience, is based off of an idea starting from the imagination in our mind. So once you talk about the implementation level of value, wealth is not created here. Implementation and the unification level of value, to an extent, unification level of value, because you are managing the people in the implementation level of value, at least you know you're a bit better off than them. But wealth is not really created at a particular level. That's why wealth starts to be created. Wealth is created starting from the communication level of value and imagination level of value. So if you look at the implementation level of value, that is when you're using your muscle multiplied by time. Your muscle is a limited labor, like it's limited because you can definitely get tired. Your body would definitely be weak times time. Time is a limited resource. You definitely cannot create an unlimited wealth. When you talk about the unification level of value, you're also selling your time, but at an higher scale. That is where we see the CEOs and the level of value, levels of each levels of value can be interwoven, because if you look at the unification level of value, you have to come up with ideas. You have to be able to communicate it to the people that you are controlling, like the people that are under you. So I feel like they're almost interwoven, but the reason why we're categorizing them in this order is because, to an extent, if you just base your life, like if you stop at that particular level, you won't increase in wealth. You won't have the ability to create wealth beyond your imagination. I said beyond your imagination because definitely imagination is the highest level of value. So I'm not going to like center a lot on the communication level of value or the imagination level of value. Myron taught us what it takes for imagination to really help you, how you can utilize your imagination. He gave us some concepts. He says contemplation, that is when a person who thinks about stuffs. When you think, a particular friend of mine, like she's a bit close to me and she wonders why I think a lot, and I'm like, oh yeah, to an extent I think a lot. That's why I'm quiet at times, not because I don't know what to say, but because I'd rather be quiet than say something that would probably hurt someone or that's not right to say. So I try to process my thoughts a lot before even speaking them out. Then it says critical thinking, asking a lot of questions. I'm not really a critical thinker, but I ask questions when I want to or when I need answers. And most times I get answers to unasked questions. And the reason why I get answers to unasked questions is because I listen to people. So even before the question rises up in my head, I've seen or I've received or I heard the answer already. So most times I don't really ask questions a lot. It's only when I'm probably interacting with like human beings. When I see someone, probably I meet someone for the first time or maybe second time or third time, or a friend, I try to ask, oh, how are you doing? How was the weekend and stuff like that. Just to care really, but not necessarily to learn. When I really want to learn is when I listen to people, not necessarily ask someone else question. Then it says cognition. That is, you figure a way to put your imagination into words that would catch the audience, and this requires work. I feel like when I heard this particular concept, say cognition basically is also like articulation. I don't know if you probably know of this particular communicator, or he teaches people how to communicate. Ask Vin. Vin, I can't remember his surname. Vin, I think you just go online, check him. He teaches people how to communicate and how to articulate their thoughts into words. Because a lot of times we think about a lot, but like to say it, to be able to form it in words, we don't really find it easy to do that. So it says cognition is to figure a way to put your imaginations into words that would catch the audience, and all these require work. That is, these three concepts are just in the imagination level of value. That is the highest level of value. You see that it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, but that's where wealth really starts coming in. Like you create wealth beyond your imagination. So basically, these are the 4 levels of wealth. 4 levels of value that I learned from Myron Golden. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned 1 or 2. I hope this blesses you. Take care. See you again. Bye.